Smacking, cracking, and watching. Follow me on Twitter. Subscribe.
Hap and Leonard, Season 3, Episode 6. This is the season finale, and I have to say it, you guys. I am sad. I am so dang sad that we were able to locate Florida and then find her with that stake through her with a tree in her midsection. It hurt. I didn't cry, believe it or not. I know some of y'all did, but I'm just still in shock. Like, dang. The story of Hap and Leonard, boy, I tell you. Make sure y'all hit subscribe if you're watching this video. Support the channel. Drop a comment below. Hit the like button. If you don't do any of that, hit the subscribe button at least. Let's get into this episode. I've been saying for the last couple episodes that I felt like Tim is like 88% the reason why Florida is the topic of discussion, still trying to locate this woman. Where are you, girl? And we end up finding her in the trunk, and I'm like, oh my goodness, to see her just drinking those dang on raindrops like it was Fiji water or Aquafina or Ozark or some type of spring water that was just so fulfilling to her soul. I said, oh my goodness. Then to know that she died, y'all, I'm in my feelings. So let me try to dive into what happened. Reynolds. Never liked that. Never liked the heifer. You know why? Shouldn't have called her out her name. But you know why? She did it all to be the chief. She did it all to take that man's rank, to have the power. And in the end, you ain't even alive, girl. You got blasted. And good shot, too. When you do wrong, wrong usually follows back and slaps you in the tail. She walked up in that man's living room with her hat on, which was super disrespectful. Hanson too, you should have took your hat off. I can't get mad at her for having a hat indoors in someone else's residence when he did the same thing. He was cool though. He had a Kango. You know what kind of hat she had on. Just so rude. She had nerve to bring her hand up as if she was gonna strike LP. LP said, no, not in my house. And here he is going through with all this PTSD, reminiscing on his past, and it was awesome too because whatever he did, so did young him. So if he did this, young him did that. It was cool. Florida was alive, and I was very happy to see her alive in the very beginning because it's like, yes, she's in a trunk. We can find her. She's got to be in a junkyard. That's how I felt. I never thought it was like wood chippers or anything. I thought it was a tow. You know how the tow, if you hear enough tow trucks, you hear that. That's what I thought. Belinda popped up with her creepy self, and what an eerie something. We never saw Colonel Sundance again. That frog popped up. I thought Hap was going to shoot it like he did that squirrel, but he did not. LP was at home reminiscing again on his pain. He was dealing with pain, dealing with healing, and he had two choices. One, he could live with it, or two, can't. And obviously two was what he needed to do because he had to bring the power. He had to face his fears with his friend, come back together, bring back that powerful friendship that we know and love. We saw that distance and it just was unhealthy. They had to have distance. They needed time away from each other. But when they had their love story and they both was at the doorstep together, I said, oh, they're back. Ebony and Ivory, facing their fears together, going back to Grovetown with the help of the neighbors, the hip-hop legends that never made it out the block, but they were super cool too to support them this season. Monsoon Mambo, man. Episode number 6. This one's off the chain. Charlie was awesome this episode. I don't want to say he was giving us fatherly advice. He was giving them big brother advice. And he was a real one. When I say he was a real one because he was a stand-up guy throughout this episode. Even though he was a sit-down guy on that toilet last episode, he stood up for what was right and he helped out his guys. And he looked Hanson in the face and he told him, yo, man, if you would have just did what you needed to do the right way, we wouldn't be in this mess. Yes, you're a lot to blame for what happened. He gave him that truth liquor. Him checking in and guiding them along the way and popping up like a big bro. Shouts out to Charlie. How did you get there? How do you just pop up wherever you are? Are you on a bicycle, a skateboard, a hoverboard? What are you doing to get to all these locations? You look Florida in her face and you didn't help her. I don't want to say if Belinda would have opened the trunk, Florida would be alive today. I don't want to do that. I'm not going to do that. Did I just do that? I think I did. But listen, wow, is she real? Like, is she real, or are people hallucinating to see her? I don't know. But she was a very good character. So shouts out to you, Belinda girl. But you still should have opened the trunk. The politics behind the episodes in Hap and Leonard are always good. They always give you a good message, and you just have to read between the lines. They're saying, hey, look, the governor has the power. He can declare, a state of emergency when it comes down to it. So powerful, yet his friend is Truman Brown, so dirty and disgusting, right? Did I mention we saw evil Kermit again, and we saw the dead squirrel that Hap had blasted off? We know his shot is nice. He just chooses not to. He wants to go the peaceful route all the time.
Until he kicked Tim's butt.
Back to Reynolds. She was in his house blaming the crew, blaming our guys. She's a little dirty, something disrespectful. When it came down to the shootout, it was off the chain. It was so cool. It was so cool because it's raining and mud is involved.
Even before that, man, we're using cover and concealment with these random cars, trying to locate her, banging on trunks of different vehicles. That was awesome, man. It was really cool.
Can you believe Florida knocked out and beat the dog crap out of Tim? I was just like, really, Tim? Did you do it? What's going on? So you wanted the money. You got happy. She grabbed your leg. You fell off. Oh, my goodness. Y'all bogus for that. And just the case of the bad looks. The case of the bad looks that always happens in this show. Blow, right in the head. She done fell out. I said, oh, Lord, they done knocked Florida out. Her little feet was just up in the air. Jesus. He got scared, Tim, and put her butt in the trunk. Shame. He's still wrong for that. Even though he seemed like a good dude, he was still wrong for that. He could have told them the truth out the gate, and he chose not to. Huey and Louie, you little dirty little punks. You're not even strong enough to face anything. You ran off. You had to be guided. That's what I'm saying. Like, here you are, the henchman, but without the person telling you what to do, you don't know what to do. Yet on the opposite end, you have Hap and Leonard who do what they need to do, right? Truman Brown, his day came, got blasted in the middle of the mouth, blah, right in the mouth. Boop, don't say nothing, you're dead. Can't say nothing because you're dead. I'm just saying, Truman gone. Good. Just what he need to do. Shut up. Shut up. Now you're gone. So crazy to see them in that lowrider too, hitting the switches. That very urban in Grovetown, parked outside of the diner, to see the whole area closing up shop. And they clearly told us, y'all, they told us, low rising water spaces, y'all need to evacuate. And I'm looking at that junkyard like, y'all sure? Because y'all gonna flood out. And sure enough, when it came down to it, water took them out, man. That water came, that monsoon, and it knocked everybody out of there. To see Tim looked bloated and dead. He took a L. He took a bullet. His knee got popped. He's still alive. He was breathing and coughing and spitting up nasty water. He might have a little infection, but he'll be all right. He'll be all right. Evan, you okay? The team popped up, Hap and Leonard, Belinda over there guiding like the Rio de Janeiro hand. Florida's gone, y'all. Florida's gone. Bacon lived. What a good shot from Bacon, too, man. What a hero. Way to step in there, Louis Gossett. Yeah. Dang, Florida. What a great character over the years. Maybe they can write something up to where, you know how. Who knows how they could write something up if they go backwards in time, if she's still alive next season. I don't know. But Bacon did tell y'all, don't call him boy no more. That's the last time you're going to call him boy. Today, forever. The sun, the moon, the truth. Love never dies. Just folks do. A lot of folks did in Grovetown. One good one. One very good one. Others along the way that we know had good intentions. The grandson. We found out who hung him up bridge. It was Reynolds and Truman. That day came. They both died right there in that junkyard because they were junk. This is a great series. I love it. Shouts out to, I think, the showrunner, Jeremy Platform. Shouts out to the cast. Y'all did an outstanding job. Shouts out to the book that is based off of. Shouts out to Mr. Lansdale. Shouts out to I think his daughter too. She commented on my first video and said good job. So thank you for that. I'm going to need Dr. Pepper and vanilla wafers to show mad love and a check to them because they're giving y'all a lot of love.
Tiffany Mack was outstanding. Sucks to see her go from the show. I love her in the all white most of season 3, fighting to be as thorough as possible, going to areas with unwritten laws, still upholding the law. To see a relationship with Hap that would have worked. Trudy was trash. Trudy was trash. Florida was right. Hap fought for her. He searched for her. He saved and he lost her. As far as Sneed got Reynolds. He's changed, so he changed so much that it's good. And he's possibly headed to be chief, or will he be headed back to the hometown? I don't know. But change is possible. That's what we learned. Bacon, as far as Bacon, it felt good. It felt bad. Only because I say that only because I wasn't aware if he was a good character or a bad guy. I didn't know if he had homegirl, but he wrote on that napkin thread. Come on now, what am I supposed to think when he wrote on that napkin? He's a coroner, he's a chef, he's a Christian, he's a gunslinger, and he got justice at the end of the day. You know what? The word boy, it's a no-no. It's like right there with the word George. When used wrong, it's just completely negative. Now, Truman was too much. He was just a malicious man. What a brilliant villain at the end of the day. The shootout was dope. The standoff, how they went from having no long weapons. In the beginning, they were so prepared, but then they had handguns to Truman's long weapons, which was crazy, man. What do you do? It's like bringing a knife to what do you do? Pick up engine, the pickup truck that was everywhere. It was a warning all season that it was getting bad. I will say this, Sunny Knock, power of speech to reach the masses. That was fun. It was cool. These are my favorite scenes. The haircut on fire, the pecan vendor restroom alley, the monsoon, Bacon's bedroom situation, the shootout at his house, the children walking with Leonard, Smooth carrying Belinda was cool. Walking on water, that final scene. How we met Chief Cantuck in Grovetown. I would say Grovetown Santa versus Charlie Claus was crazy. It was cool. It was awesome. I really enjoyed this season, y'all. These were my final thoughts.
Blessings to all y'all. Peace out. Great finale.